Robin's in the zone, working till it's right. Fresh lines, clean design, cash flow in sight.
Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin, and I'm gonna start this video by saying that JavaScript ecosystem is still stuck with authentication. And this problem is so bad that there are full-blown courses that teach how to implement authentication to JavaScript framework. But let's start from the beginning. JavaScript frameworks are known for their modularity, breaking functionality into numerous packages. While this modular approach is powerful, it can also be overwhelming, requiring developers to manage many packages for various tasks. This often leads to so-called Laravel JavaScript dependency hell, where resolving conflicts and keeping dependencies up to date becomes a significant burden. Previous popular packages like Redux styled components and TypeORM illustrates this issue. The JavaScript community are very quick to pivot away from these tools in favor of the next best thing. This constant change and evolution frustrates developers who seeks a stable code base and cannot constantly switch frameworks. In fact, you can even identify the era of a code base by looking at its technology stack. In JavaScript ecosystem, there is something called choice overload, which is a common phenomenon where developers are just overwhelmed by numerous options available, making it difficult to choose the right library, framework, or a tool for their project. This is because choosing the wrong framework carries a significant risk. If a framework becomes obsolete or unsupported, developers face the daunting task of managing some legacy code. Frameworks can also fall out of favor in months, leaving developers just stuck. For example, a transition from Next.js page router to app router, or from Nuxt 2 to Nuxt 3 have left several companies I know stuck on older version, unable to move forward without substantial resource allocation. Moreover, the JavaScript community tends to overly rely on third-party services, for example, for authentication, instead of just using straightforward building systems. This dependence can be both costly and not unnecessary. Treating authentication as an optional luxury rather than essential component of web development is impractical, in my opinion. It's almost absurd to think that selecting a JavaScript framework might mean missing out on something fundamental, like security features of authentication. It is also absurd that authentication requires ORM to connect to the database, and Prisma has managed to build a startup around solving this issue. While having options for paid services can be beneficial, the JavaScript ecosystem has too many startups built around authentication. This over-reliance on third-party services often feels like companies are just selling complexity to make money And people actually believe that. For example, somebody just recently commented on my video, quote, "If auth was easy, clerk would not exist," unquote. But maybe I'm just naive and spoiled coming from PHP. But yeah, this reliance on external services for critical functionalities like authentication not only adds to the overall cost, but also introduces potential points of failure and security vulnerabilities. In contrast, Laravel offers a more stable environment with its reliable and free ORM and authentication. Unlike the JavaScript ecosystem, which is plagued by frequent changes, Laravel provides gradual and well-tested updates. This allows developers to focus on building applications without worrying about sudden dependency shifts. The Laravel's community mature approach helps maintain project stability. Overall, the instability and rapid changes in the JavaScript ecosystem create significant challenges for developers and companies. In contrast, frameworks like Laravel or Rails offer a more stable and mature environment, allowing developers to build robust full stack applications without constantly dealing with dependency management and framework obsolescence. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, why I think it will win. And that's it for today. If you made it to the end, please like the video. And if you like my content, subscribe for more. That's it. See you on the next video. All right? Bye.